All right, what's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe. It is your extremely exhausted and sleep-deprived man, Donovan Sharpe. And welcome to the Sunday Q&A. I got into back home, got back here to Philly early this morning. Our flight landed at, good God, man, our flight landed, what time did our flight land? Our flight landed at midnight. And then our bags were delayed by another hour. So we didn't get to leave. Didn't leave the airport until round about 1 o'clock, 1:15. Got home about 1:30. So, and then we stayed up a little longer and talked a little bit, trying to wind down. And so I am pretty much a zombie. I've tried to get some work done, but my mind just kind of, my mind's not working. It's been, just got back from the Florida Keys. Had a fantastic vacation. I ate a lot. I drank a lot. Probably gained about 5 pounds. That's something else I'm going to have to tighten up the diet, get back to doing the gym on the regular. This summer, I've really spent a lot of time this summer really working on my show. I've worked very, very hard on my show. And it's weird, as sort of an unintended consequence and side effect, my diet and fitness suffered. So I don't look terrible. I'm not in terrible shape, but I'm not, if I'm being honest, I am not nearly in as good a shape as I normally am and as good a shape as I need to be. And for that reason, I'm going to more or less hit the reset button. So this is the live Q&A. Samuel Remy wants to know, what is the call-in number? The call-in number, Andrew Landerville says, I think it's 911. Not quite. The call-in number is only available to patrons. If you are a patron of mine and you are watching, go to Patreon, go to your Patreon page, and the call-in number is available there on Patreon. All you need to be is a $5 patron, and you will have access to exclusive content, as well as the phone number to call in and talk to yours truly. A lot of guys actually use it. Oh, wait a minute. A lot of guys use it to sort of to sort of quasi, if guys aren't really, because I charge $225 an hour for my consultations, and let's keep it 100. A lot of guys can't really afford that, or they don't want to pay it, and so they become a $5 patron so that they can call in and pick my brain for about 5 to 10 minutes, and they kind of use that as their consultation time. They get their simple questions answered, and so they do it like that. So if you want to call in, you guys know the number if you are a patron. If not, be sure to put your question in the chat, and I'll get around to it at some point. I'm just trying to get my bearings here, make sure I'm looking good on mobile. I am looking good on mobile, so everything is good to go. With that, shout out to Soy Javier. He is the first to break the tape. Simply Deep 1985. One of the TSR OGs is in the house. Man, dude, Simply Deep, where you been, bruh? Like, man, it's been a minute since I've seen you in the chat. Welcome to you. Brian Smith is in the house. Riven Migtaw says, finally caught a new live show. God's Workout says, notification gang. Bruce McGraw says, keep up the good work. I appreciate it. Yeah, I took a much-needed double vacation. I took a much-needed double vacation. Devin and I planned it out. Went to Atlantic City the week before last, and went to the Florida Keys and had it. You guys can see here over my shoulder. I actually did a few live streams from the Florida Keys. I did one right from the sandbar. That was absolutely amazing. That was spectacular. It was spectacular. I actually made a connection made a very, very good connection with the guy who, the guy's house that we stayed at is a, oh, wait a minute. Oh, shout out to DW with the $5 contribution. I appreciate that. DW with the $5 contribution via the Streamlabs link. If you do want to be like DW and want to make a contribution, you can go to www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharpe and the number 1. I'm putting the link in the chat right now. That is streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharpe and the number 1. Or you can simply super chat. But the guy that owned the house that we stayed in, that we had the privilege of staying in, also he's got 2 boats, and he took us out on his smaller. Well, he has 2 really large, one really big boat and one big boat, and he took us out on the water twice actually, which was unbelievable. Turns out the guy, he's an entrepreneur, and what he does may be able to help me out, may be able to help my show. Might be able to benefit with him. So this is kind of the way you network. So I'm looking forward to possibly improving the show in that way. So, all right, we have I don't know how to call it. I guess it's 4 point. Call it 5. Is that 5 British pounds or 5 euros? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's pounds? Okay. Devin, listen, I know money and I know women. I know American money and I know women. I don't really know much else. So big thanks to Bill Smith with the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. So Lucas Bay with 5 pounds wants to know, he says, when should you stop spinning plates and focus on one girl? For example, if the plate is a potential long-term relationship material and have no or minimal flaws and respects you. Yeah. It's interesting. A lot of guys, thanks for the question, Lucas. And this is legit because a lot of guys ask, they ask questions like, Donovan, when should I stop spinning plates? Donovan, when should I settle down? Well, the answer is pretty much whenever you want, but you should never stop spinning plates. I would say you should never stop spinning plates before the age of 35. I think it's Revelino on Twitter, at Revelino. I don't know how to spell it. He had what he called was the 30-30 rule. You should never settle down with one girl until you're at least 30 and have slept with at least 30 women. Well, I agree with that half-heartedly. I would actually push the number to 35-35, right? Now, listen, give or take a year or 2 in either direction. If you're 34 and have slept with 34 girls, you have a good handle, a good working knowledge about how women work. You have a good handle on female nature. You are red pill aware and you are exercising your red pill awareness. Then yes, at that point, it is now time for you to maybe think about settling down. But just because you hit the 35 mark doesn't necessarily mean that you have to settle down. You don't have to settle down if you don't want to. Okay. So to answer your question, Lucas, and I'll actually use myself as an example. It's interesting that he does ask this question. When Devin and I started seeing each other, I was sleeping with other women. I had 2-3 girls in my rotation at the time. And what ended up happening I met Devin when I was 38. I met Devin when I was 38. I've known her for a little over 3 years. I'll be 42. I'll be 42 this month. I'll turn 42 this month. So I've known her for quite a while, but I was sleeping with other women at the time. And I was already, and I didn't realize it, but I was already in sort of a transitional period in my life, spinning plates, going out and running game on girls, doing this and that and the other. It got a little bit old. It don't really need these anymore. It didn't really appeal to me as much. And don't get me wrong. Having sex with new girls, it never gets old. But what it takes to do that, that's why guys in their player phase, that's why they get out of the game. So Lucas, to answer your question, if you like the girl enough and you feel like she could be worth a long-term relationship, I wouldn't just jump into the long-term relationship quite yet. I would highly suggest that you get your hands on my audio course. I'm actually going to put it back on my website. It's no longer available for free on my website. I'm going to have to put it up. I'll probably charge $5 for it or something like that. But listen, go back to all of my episodes, become a patron, get that working knowledge. But my answer to you is that if you have a woman that you feel could be potential long-term relationship material, number one, do not angle for commitment first, Lucas. Because if you angle for commitment first, if you let her know, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend, then, and you guys have heard me say this a lot. I sound like a broken record, but the advice hasn't changed. If you angle for commitment first, if you let her know first that you want to be in a long-term relationship with her, then what ends up happening is you throw all of your leverage out the window. When you tell a girl, hey, I want you to be my girlfriend, what you are telling her is that you have fulfilled all of the requirements and prerequisites to earn my commitment. At that point, Lucas, what ends up happening is she doesn't really have a reason to improve herself. Okay? You want your girl to be the best she can be. So my first piece of advice for you is if you think she could be long-term relationship material, don't stop spinning plates. Wait her out. If she wants to take things to the next level with you, she is going to tell you, hang on, guys, I got to move this fan. There we go. If you think she could be potential long-term relationship material, don't let her know. You have to let it, and she has to feel the same way. Listen, just because you think that she's potential long-term relationship material, that doesn't necessarily mean she feels the same way. If you get the inkling that she feels the same way, do not nudge her in that direction. If she wants to be with you bad enough, if she wants exclusivity bad enough, she will tell you, hey, I want exclusivity with you. At which point, now you're going to sort now when she asks you, hey, I'd like to take things to the next level, you don't automatically just tell her, yes, let's take things to the next level. No, you got to make her work for that commitment. So to just give you a quick example, let's say that this girl says, hey, Lucas, we've been seeing each other for a few months now, and, I really like you, and I'm not seeing anybody right now. I'd really like for us to make things official and take things to the next level. Well, the answer to that, when she asks you these things, tell her, listen, that's not something I feel like you're ready to do right now. And she's going to say, well, why do you say that? Well, I'm not really listen, I'm an easy guy to sleep with. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we have a good time, but like being my, being someone I sleep with and being my girlfriend, those are two different things. Well, Lucas, why is that? Do you really want to know? Well, yeah, of course I want to know. I want to be your girlfriend. Okay. Well, unlock your phone right now and hand it to me. She's going to say, what? Why? Well, because if you want to be my girl, I have to be able to trust you. And if I'm going to trust you, I need access to your phone whenever, however I want it. Are you willing to do that? If she says, well, yes. If she says yes, okay, well, that's a start. If she says yes, don't say, okay, well, then we can be boyfriend and girlfriend. No, that's a start. So she knows right off the bat, you are setting the tone. Okay, I've got to be 100% transparent with this guy. Now, if she says, well, no, I'm not going to give you access to my phone. My phone is my privacy. Okay, no problem. Well, listen, we'll just keep things the way they are. I told you, I'm not an easy guy to be in a long-term relationship with. So there you go. There's a little sliver of that. So basically what you're going to do, Lucas, from here on out, when she angles for that relationship, if she does, you have to make her earn your commitment. Listen, she can it's very easy for women to get a man's sexual attention. But if you're a man in demand, if you're a man of value, if she really does like and respect you, you need to make her earn it, because any girl can be the world's greatest girl for 2 months, right? But if she really wants to be your girlfriend, you need to put her through her paces. You need to make sure that she understands what it takes to be your girl. And she's going to ask you questions. I would go back to my episode, Setting Boundaries and Expectations, parts 1 and 2. I think it's episodes 394 and 395. So hopefully that answers your question, Lucas. Again, thank you for the 5 British pounds super chat. Okay, excellent. Brolov says, how many is plates? I have a ways to go to get the 35 notches. Time to get to work. Hey, it's all good. Okay, Bill Smith with the $10 super chat. He asks, would you stay in a bad marriage for the comfort of money? Dual income, sexless marriage, but hard to leave in my early 50s. My problem is marriage isn't bad, but not good. Help, please. Wow. No, that's not hard at all, Bill. the right thing to do, Bill, is often synonymous with the hardest thing to do is often synonymous with the right thing to do. You're 50 years old. You still want to have sex, but when you're talking about, hey, do I stay out of convenience for money? What this means, Bill, and Bill, if you're still there, no, that's okay. Don't sweat it. You don't have to worry about the messed up super chat. I need you to answer me a few questions. Who makes more, you or her? Number one, because it sounds to me like your lifestyle is contingent upon her income too. And if that's the case, that's not a good situation to be in. You should never need a woman for money, right? And not that you need her, but apparently you like the lifestyle that you have. And according to you, you're not going to be able to have the lifestyle that you have now if you're not in a relationship with her. Dude, is it lifestyle or is it contentment? Because you can have the lifestyle that you have with your woman without her and still be getting laid. Okay, so you might have to make a little bit of a sacrifice. So you won't be able to stay in as nice a place, house, or condo that you're staying in. But at least you're going to be out there getting laid. Dude, if your wife is anywhere near your age, dude, you're going to get laid more than, dude. I know 50-plus-year-old men who make, who regularly sleep with 20, girls in their 20s and 30s. So Bill Smith says she makes $95,000, you make $80,000. Okay, so she makes a little bit more than you, but guess what, Bill? If you make $80,000 a year, you could easily survive on your own, right? Like, again, it really sounds to me like you're trying to hold on. You're trying to hold on to something because of money. Dude, you should never, ever stay with a woman because of financial convenience. Bill, no disrespect, but you're a man. You should never, ever stay. Listen, women have to stay with men out of financial convenience. This is just the plight of women. This is their cross to bear. They have absolute power over men. Pardon me. They have absolute power over men for the better part of a decade plus. Well, Father Time is he's going to come collect that debt. And that debt is, listen, if you lock down a man, you're going to need to, like money and resources. Women choose men, not based on money and resources, but money and resources. The ability to provide goes into their decision to stay with a man. It should never be the reason a man stays with or tries to get with a woman. Okay. What you have, Bill, is you're almost looking for that Pookie and Ray Ray mentality. Pookie and Ray Ray always wants a woman who's a boss bitch, who makes a lot of money. Yeah, I need a woman who can do for me. And this is that hardcore player pimp type shit, right? If I need this, she needs to be able to buy this. She needs to be able to buy. No, You can provide for yourself. What you want, Bill, is you need a woman who can provide things for you that you can't provide for yourself. You don't have a vagina. This is what you need a woman for. You're not feminine. This is why you need a woman for femininity. That's how that works. So the answer to your question, let me see. Give me 1 second. I lost this question. Would I stay in a bad marriage for the comfort of money? Hell no. Dude, you make $80,000 a year. You're in the top, 20% of incomes here in America. So no, the answer is hell no. I absolutely would not stay in a sexless marriage for money. That's just and you say it's hard to leave in my early 50s. No, it's not. If men, we want to have sex until the day we kick the bucket. If you're not getting sex, you got to go. Irregardless, dude, what can you do with $80,000 that you can't do with $175,000? Because you guys make $175,000 combined. Well, she's spending her money and you're spending y'all's money. Honestly, $80,000 a year is more than enough to live on. I can promise you that. So the answer again is I would absolutely not stay in a sexless marriage for financial convenience. Listen, Devin and I for, starting this year, we made Devin made more money than I did when I decided to do this full time. I now make more money than she does. But guess what? The dynamic hasn't changed. Even when she was making more than I was, dude, I still ran the house. I still run the finances. I'm still in charge. Now that I make more, does that change? No, I was always in charge. I always knew that I was going to surpass her financially. But even if I didn't, even if Devin made $250,000 a year, guess what? It'd still be the same dynamic. I'm in charge. I'm the man. That's how that works. And if Devin were to say, listen, Donovan, I make $250,000 a year. You don't quite make that much. I got to go. Hey, no problem. Listen, it was fun. We had a blast. Hey, have fun. More power to you. But I don't need you to be happy financially. That's the way that goes. Blackest Night is back in the house. Movie Guy says it's all about leverage. I wish I understood this before I met my long-term, my LTR. Very good. Lucas Bay says good points there, Donovan. Thank you. No problem. No problem. Trey Moore says, do girls like nerds in today's society? No. They like the good-looking ones. Girls don't. Again, you have to understand this, guys. What women say and what women do are two different things. Girls can say I like nerds. No, what they mean, oh, I love geeks. I love nerds. No, you love geeks and nerds with six-pack abs. That's what you like. You like hot nerds. All right. CJ Mutter makes a very good point. He says, never be a kept man. That is from the book of Pook. Yeah, absolutely. Never be a kept man. Hell no. Sir Brucey wants to know what's a kept man, Pook. Yeah, that is from the book of Pook. You guys can Google the book of Pook. Actually, I might just do that right now for you. The book of Pook. Give me a second here. I'm going to post the link in the chat. Now you guys can do that. The Book of Pook. Just put in the Book of Pook PDF, and you'll get that in. Samuel Remy says, "Bro, you didn't even answer mine." Sam, this is the first time I have ever seen you in my chat. Number one, number two, you didn't have the decency to leave me a super chat. Right? Like you gotta give me time. I will get to it when I get to it. Be patient. That's all right. No problem. No problem. It's all good. Cream of the Crop wants to know what the call-in number is. Again, you have to be a patron to get your hands on the call-in number. However, whoever that was, dude, my memory is shot right now. The guy that Jesus freaking Christ. Dude, you guys can tell I'm still in vacation mode. Sir Brucey says, nice Super Mario Brothers shirt. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you very, very much for that. Trey Morris says, a girl told me to text her every day, but has a boyfriend that's moving here in November. Am I wrong by not texting her and letting her call me? Yeah, let her chase you. If she's got a boyfriend, dude, whatever. Of course. Dude, it doesn't matter what you do with plates, man. Do what you want. Jared Orla says, Devin sounds like the marriage type. I know you are not the settling down type, but she is accommodative of you, Donovan. Much respect. Yeah, Devin's a good woman. Like all women, she does not come without her flaws. But the benefits at this point far outweigh the drawbacks. The day that changes is the day that I will move on. I'm not an easy guy to be with. As far as I know, the benefits of being with me far outweigh the drawbacks of being with me. The minute that stops for Devin is the minute she'll be out the door. And again, guys, listen, I mean, I know a lot of my critics think, oh, you hold Devin under lock and key, she's going to leave you. You say, maybe, right? Number one, I don't hold Devin under lock and key. Devin is free to do whatever it is she wants to do. Now, what she does or doesn't do has consequences, but I don't hold a gun to her head. Devin does whatever I want because this is what she chooses to do, right? And again, she's not going to just do this for anybody. She does this because she sees the benefits in doing what I tell her to do. I'm not going to lead her astray. I'm not going to tell her to do anything unreasonable, at least not usually, right? But Devin does what she wants of her own free will and volition. Could Devin cheat on me? Of course. Is Devin attracted to other men? Of course she is. Dude, you don't think that she saw men in the Florida Keys that she'd like to be up under? Of course. Just like I saw women in the Florida Keys that I'd like to be up over. It happens. Your woman is going to be attracted to other men. But for now, at least for the time being, hopefully for, the not too distant future, the benefits outweigh the outweigh the drawbacks. That's how this goes. I'm under no assumption that Devin would never cheat on. Oh, Devin would never cheat on me. Psh, please. Dude, there's a bigger, better Donovan out there somewhere, right? This means I got to keep my shit together to make sure that she stays in line. Just like there's a younger, hotter Devin out there somewhere, Devin's got to make sure she keeps her shit in line if she wants to keep me around. That's how it goes. Hikes Ghost says nerds that have the IPO on the horizon. Lucas Bay, I'm going to get to your question that is a very, very good question. I'm going to get to your question in just a second. I've got a caller on the line. Area code 346. You are on live with Donovan. Thanks for calling, and you go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon, man. Just found out about your show like 5 minutes ago. From what I read, you're a guru of some type.
Say that again.
I just found out your show like 5 minutes ago, and I guess like you're a guru.
I wouldn't consider myself a guru. I just give guys guidance. By the way, number one, you are a patron, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just wanted to make a question.
Just wanted to make sure. Okay. So go ahead. What's your question?
I've been with this female for almost a decade. We've been together for a long time, and I'm trying to poke the dirt button. She's only allowed me to get there once, and that one time we had a bad experience. As I pulled out, I found some chocolate, right? And
wait, hold on. You've lost me. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Slow down. Start over again because you kind of lost me. It says as you pulled out, you found some chocolate. Start over because I'm not quite understanding what's going on. Start over again.
All right. So we were, performing sexual intercourse.
Listen, brother. You don't have to keep it clean. You say, listen, we were having sex. It's all good.
All right. So I was trying to manage my way into the dirt button.
Okay.
And I finally got in there, and as I pulled out, there was some chocolate on the junior. Oh boy. And ever since then, I haven't been lucky and got to poke that anymore.
Right.
I could I go back. What do you think I could do or say?
Oh, dude.
It's been a couple years since that happened.
Yeah. Listen, man. Dude, I love having anal sex with girls. Listen, a lot of guys say, ooh, anal sex is gross. But then they masturbate to anal sex on the internet, right? Like I've never understood. Exactly. Yeah, I've never understood that. I love anal sex. It feels good. You dominate a woman's body and mind. She puts herself, and again, and not to get off track, because I will answer your question. Anal sex, gentlemen, and I've talked about this in my Anal Sex 101 episode. I forget which episode that is, but anal sex is the ultimate, dude. It is the ultimate sign of submission from a female, because anal sex, for most women, at best it's uncomfortable, at worst it's painful. So if a woman lets you have anal sex with her, she is submitting to you. She's putting herself at risk for potential injury, potential embarrassment, which is what you had with the chocolate. So the thing is, I've had a lot of anal sex with a lot of girls, and guess what? Not all of them ended clean. This is just how it is. I figured, yeah. Right, exactly. But guess what? I've had anal sex with girls, and it didn't end so clean. I tried to, a week and a half later, everything was good. My advice to you would be this, and you can actually Google the best ways to avoid messy anal sex. And one thing that I can tell you that girls tell me is that if they feel like they have to poop before anal sex, that increases the chances of a messy ending. But if they pooped maybe 2-3 hours ago, then you're clean. That's really all there is to it. Now, listen, just because it's not messy doesn't mean it's always neat. I've had anal sex before, and while it's not, shit everywhere, you see remnants and residue and all this other kind of stuff. This is just how it is. You have to understand, caller, anal sex is great. You dominate her body and mind, but every once in a while, you're going to have a bad experience. It is what it is. And listen, trust me, I do not, I certainly don't blame your gun shyness on this. It's been 2 years since you've been anywhere near that home. Give it another shot. If it's great, fine. If it's not, that's fine too. I'm very fortunate with Devin. We have not had a messy anal sex experience yet, but guess what? There's going to be a day that's going to come. That's a risk I am willing to take. So that's the attitude that you have to have about that. But don't feel bad. Oh my God, I had a messy experience and now I'm gun shy. Dude, that is perfectly normal. I am not. That is absolutely, there's nothing bad about that.
But this is the thing though, like I'm intrigued. I want to go in there. I want to dive in, but
Sure.
it's actually my female, my mate. Because of that, she no longer allows me to go there. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, this is
like
a woman being embarrassed.
No pun intended, but I really don't give a crap.
You don't give a shit, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Listen, this is just one of those things that you cannot discuss anal sex with your woman. You can't discussing anal sex with your woman in terms of whether or not you should do it. That is like, and I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, but this is like girls trying to negotiate attraction. Men should love fat women. Wife or girlfriend, you should let me have anal sex with you. Nah, if you're back there and you're hitting it doggy style and you want to have and you decide you want to have anal sex, dude, don't warn her, hey, tonight we're gonna have anal sex. Dude, she's gonna clam up. No woman likes to hear she's gonna have anal sex. The best time to attempt anal sex with a woman is in the heat of the moment. You're pounding her doggy style. She's moaning and groaning. You guys are feeling each other. It's all well and good, dude. Take your you know what out. You press it up against her anus. If she leaves it there, she's open to it. If she's not, she's gonna let you know physically very, very quickly. If she doesn't let you do it tonight, that doesn't necessarily mean she's not gonna let you do it tomorrow night. Because I'll tell you something else, caller. It really depends on the time of month, right? And this is another clue for you. Get a cycle calendar for your woman. When your woman is ovulating, she is much more open sexually than when she is not. Don't get me wrong. Just because a woman is not ovulating doesn't mean she's not going to be sexually open with you. But when a woman is ovulating, she is going to be extremely sexually open. She'll let you blow on her face. She'll let you blow on her boobs, anal sex, all of that stuff. That's no guarantee. But if you want to increase the odds of her allowing you to penetrate her anally again, you need to do it during during the time that she is ovulating. You'll know that if you get a cycle calendar on her. That is absolutely the best advice I can give you.
That sounds good.
Absolutely.
Right, well then, hey man, a great show.
Absolutely.
Continue what you're doing. I'll keep listening.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling, and thank you for the honesty. Man. It takes. Listen, man. It's not easy to come on to my show with a couple of hundred people watching and saying, hey, man, I kind of had anal sex with my girl and, I kind of got some chocolate on the banana. And I'm a little bit, a little bit hesitant of that. But caller 702, I see you on the phone. Oh, I think that's either Pine Frank or that is, oh, Jesus Christ. That's either Pine Frank or that's C in Vegas. But I got to get to this. Lucas Bay, 2 British pound super chat. He says, as far as the LTR is concerned, what if she asks access to your phone too? Very, very, very good question. Here is the thing, Lucas, and listen very carefully. This is the reason why it is very important that you do not angle for a long-term relationship first. This is why she has to ask you first. When she angles for the relationship first, this gives you all the leverage. So let me point out the scenario. Hey, Lucas, we've been seeing each other for a while. I really like you. I think we've got a great thing going on here. I want to take this thing to the next level. You say, well, what do you mean? Well, I kind of like to make things official, right? Wait, you mean like boyfriend and girlfriend? I don't want to scare you off, but I'd actually just like to think about it. Well, I don't really think you're ready for that. Well, what makes you think I'm not ready? I like you. I mean, don't you like me? Sure, I like spending time with you, but that doesn't mean that you're ready to be with the guy. Well, why guy like me? Well, why not? I'm not really an easy guy to be with. Well, why do you think you're not an easy guy to be with? We have a lot of fun together. Look, sweetie, listen. Sleeping together, spending time together, just doing the whole fuck buddy friends with benefit thing, that's a lot different than being in a relationship with me. It's a little difficult. Well, what do you mean? Do you really want to know? Do you want me to give you an example? Yeah, give me an example. Okay, unlock your phone right now and unlock your phone right now and hand it to me. Right? She says, oh, so you want access to my phone if we're in a relationship? Yeah. Okay. Well, guess what? I want access to your phone too. The answer to that, Lucas, is, well, wait a minute. You said you wanted to be in a relationship with me, right? Like, listen, no. This is a one-way street. Well, I don't think it's fair that you get access to my phone and I don't get access to your phone. sweetheart, you don't have to think it's fair, but if you want to be in a long-term relationship with me, then this is what has to be done. So you're telling me that you can have access to my phone, but I can't have access to yours in order to be in a relationship? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Well, then I don't think we can be in a relationship. Fine, great. That's what, and you have to understand this too, Lucas. If she likes you enough, if your value is high enough, and if you handle it the right way, she's not going to request access to your phone. If she requests access to your phone, you either you angled for the relationship first, or she doesn't like you as much as either one of you thought she did. I had a guy ask me, dude, this was months ago. He said, yeah, a girl I'm seeing wanted to be in a relationship with me. So I did what you said, Donovan. I said, hey, listen, unlock your phone and hand it to me. She did that. We were seeing each other for another couple of weeks. She was checking in, this and that and the other. But then she asked me if she could go to the club with her girlfriends. And I told her, no, you can't. Like, absolutely not. She's like, okay, well, if I can't go to the club with my friends, then you can't go to the club with your friends. I said, dude, that's when, well, hold on, wait a minute. You want to be in a relationship with me. Okay. That's not the way it works. Well, why can I not go to the club with my friends, but you can go to the club with your friends? This isn't about fairness. You wanted to take this to the next level, right? This is what I require. Well, that's not fair. No. You don't have to think it's fair. This is what I require. Well, I think you're putting me in a corner, sweetie. I'm just giving you a choice, right? The thing is this, guys. When your woman demands that you exhibit the same kind of transparency that you require for a long-term relationship, that means she doesn't like you enough. And and for all you guys asking, well, this is just impossible. No way. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna give a scenario too. And here we go, 702. I'm gonna come to you in just a second. Let's say a man who looks just like Chris Hemsworth is dating a woman. Let's just say he's Chris Hemsworth, right? Let's say Chris Hemsworth is dating a woman. Okay, let's say Chris Hemsworth with all his values, he's a good-looking guy. Let's say Chris Hemsworth has a huge package. He's banging her good. She loves him. He takes her around the world. She says, "Hey, Chris, I want this to kind of take this to the next level." He's like, "Well, what do you mean? I don't have an Australian, accent. I don't really have anything like that. What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Right?" She says, "Well, I kind of, I want to be your girlfriend." "Oh, is that right? Well, unlock your phone and hand it to me right now." She's going to do it without question. Then she's going to ask him, "Okay, so to be in a relationship with you, then I have to give you access to my phone?" "That's right." Do you think she's going to say, "Oh my God, I have a problem with this"? Of course not, because it's Chris Hemsworth, right? Now, guys may think, well, of course, no girl's going to say no to Chris Hemsworth. Absolutely. But what I'm trying to get across here is that his value is so high such that he's not going to get any pushback, right? If a girl wants your commitment bad enough, she's not even thinking about access to your phone. All she's thinking about is making sure that she can get that commitment from you. And if she wants to give up, if it's worth it to her to give up all autonomy, then so be it. Now, listen, some guys might think, well, I don't really need access to a girl's phone. I don't really want to be checking her phone. You don't have to check her phone. There's no need for you to do that. But she needs to understand that you can if you want to. Right? Some guys just don't have time for that. Dude, if you're out kicking life's ass, you don't have time to go through. Dude, I don't go through Devin's phone. The last time I picked up Devin's phone was 2 freaking weeks ago. Like, I don't even think about that stuff. But I know that if I have to check her phone, I know that if I have to check her phone, she's not going to deny me access. And if she denies me access, then guess what? Relationship over. That's how that works. And again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. If your value is high enough, if she likes you enough, she's not going to come back at you with, well, if you have to do it, then I have to do it. Oh, no, sweetheart. You asked me for the relationship, right? That's like a sports team. That's like if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, right? And Zeke Elliott wants $20 million a year to play for me, right? I say, okay, Zeke, we're going to sign you to a 5-year, $100 million contract. We're going to guarantee $60 million of it. You're now the highest paid running back in the NFL. Do this is what we're offering, right? That would be the equivalent of Zeke Elliott saying, well, okay, I'm going to take your 5 years, $100 million, but I want you to add another year. Well, now Zeke is negotiating. Guess what? The Dallas Cowboys have the right to say, okay, we'll go ahead and up the ante, but they also have the right to say, no, we're going to keep it at 5 years, $100 million. If you want to play for us, okay, the condition is if you want us to pay you, these are the parameters. That's how it goes. If your girl requires you to make certain, no, She already likes you for who you are. When a girl says, I want to be in a relationship with you, dude, she has told you that you have fulfilled all of the prerequisites and requirements to get her commitment. So guess what? There's no need for you to do anything more to get her commitment, which is why you have to wait for her to angle first. Because when you angle for the relationship first, guess what? Now you have told her that there's nothing more that she has to do, right? You can't say, will you be my girlfriend? Yes. Okay. I want access to your phone. Stop going to the club and get off social media. She's going to be like, wait, what? You asked me to be your girlfriend. If you ask me to be your girlfriend, you can't tell me what's required to be to be your girlfriend and then add other stipulations and requirements. No, it doesn't work that way. That's how that goes. Very, very good question, Lucas. Let us go to area code 702. 702, you're on live at Donovan. Go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Area code 702, you're on live at Donovan. Go ahead.
D, what's going on?
See you in Vegas. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm all right, actually. Dan, you just talked about so much. I don't know what to get to, but first things first, I'm in the same boat as you, actually. I thought this summer, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to just grow and expand, whatever. And I haven't been on my training at the gym that much. I felt like a piece of shit physically, but in terms of like reading and getting business moving and shit like that, right. I've been doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a trade. It really is a trade-off, gentlemen. So, you know, I think like at the end of the day, like sometimes you gotta get your priorities ordered, but that doesn't mean you stop going to the gym permanently.
Right?
No,
sir.
But you're saying, yeah, but priorities take, you're saying, for example, especially for money, priority takes first. And second thing, Donovan, I want to talk to you about was, you said something interesting. Would you almost say, because like you said, like you pointed out, asking a girl, you know, unlock your phone, let me see it. You know, not all guys are on that wave, but would you almost say that's like an attraction shit test? Almost, because the way you kind of deconstructed that, I was like, oh, wait a minute, that sounds like a shit on the spot shit test. If she really wants to be with you, you put that out there right now. That's the test right there. You go from there. Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, that's not. Listen, girls shit test, men don't. We don't. That's not a shit test. That's a compliance test, right? That's a compliance and transparency test. So if you say to a girl, listen, unlock your phone and hand it to me right now. If she flinches or blanches or she takes a defensive posture, guess what? She's sleeping with other guys, and that's okay. But what's not okay is being in a relationship with me while you're sleeping with other guys, right? So are you going to do what I ask you to do? If the answer is no, cool. Like, I'm not going to put a gun to your head. This just means that our relationship is not going to go any further. We are going to be friends with benefits unless you decide you want to give me access to your phone. Listen, you don't have to do anything. But if you want a relationship with me, I need access to your phone whenever, however I want it. If you don't want to give it to me right now, that tells me all I need to know. So that's a compliance test.
Okay, awesome. Two more questions and I'll jump.
Let's do it.
The first question is, because going back to what I was saying before, when you're doing your purpose and you know you're on your grind, whatever, is it necessary to put the bitches to the wayside? Is it, you know what I'm saying, or you know, even the gym sometimes when you really need to dig deep and grind, you know what I'm saying, is it sometimes necessary? Because sometimes, like Donovan, like, you know, going to the gym, whatever, I'm tired at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I felt like when I stopped going to the gym, you know what I'm saying, you know, I had much more energy to get the other stuff I need to get done.
Straight up.
I'm like, what's the balance there? And like, what would you advise?
No, listen, you're on the right track. If you don't have time for women, then don't mess with women. Listen, if you're on your grind, if you're on, I guess what AMS calls it, if you're on your purpose, if you've got things that you have to do, dude, put girls to the side. Listen, the thing is this, see, and you know, there are dozens of girls landing at McCarran Airport every 15 minutes. Okay. Every second, another girl turns 18 years old around the world. Girls aren't going anywhere. If you decide, you know what, I'm going to put girls on the show for a little while so I can get down to 2% body fat for this bodybuilding show. I'm going to put girls on the back burner for 6 months while I get this website up. I'm going to put girls on the back burner while I work on this project. Dude, absolutely. I'll never forget. Listen, I live in the fighting city of Philadelphia, Rocky Balboa and all that. Mickey said it best. He said, women weaken legs. Women don't just weaken legs. Women are a distraction. And the sooner men figure out that women are merely a side effect, a positive side effect of red pill awareness, the better off you'll be. Women bring us to the manosphere. They bring us to the red pill. But if you're red pill aware long enough, you actually figure out, you know what? women really aren't as necessary for contentment as I thought. It's really not about women.
Right.
As long as I'm doing what I need to do, staying on my grind, then women are going to be naturally attracted to me. So if you decide to take a 6-month, 9-month, year and a half hiatus from women, I can assure you the girls are still going to be there.
No, it's crazy because I kind of taking a hiatus, right?
Yep.
And you know, for me to out the window for them, you gotta be showing crazy high attraction right now because I'm in a different mindset right now. You get what I'm saying? So for me to really to be out there like, oh, I'm gonna take the bait, like I don't really care. And then the last thing for you, Donovan, I'm definitely jumping. Okay, you know what I'm saying? TSR Sports Talk, by the way. I'm sorry.
Let's do it. But
and by the way, Donovan. And by the way, Donovan, you really need a sports talk show, brother, because you with the passion and everything that you could. For example, I watched that Hagler Hearns fight that you recommended.
Oh, the 8 minutes, dude! The 8 minutes of hell. That shit is crazy.
This shit is but here's the sports talk question. But Donovan, I really urge you start a sports talk. You know, man, really get into it, bro. I really think you can smash it.
I think I could too. I think I could too. Go ahead.
Yeah, me too. But does Jerry Jones have to cut the check for Zeke Elliott for them to make it to the Super Bowl? I really feel like he has to.
Yeah.
If Jerry wants to make it to the Super Bowl, he's got to cut the check.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, though, I get Jerry Jones' reasoning in the sense that the running back position has been diminished. But when you have like once-in-a-lifetime talents like Zeke Elliott and Le'Veon Bell, you might have to cut the check.
That's right.
You might have to cut the check.
Listen, the Dallas Cowboys are not. Listen, here's the thing. I'll actually give you a scenario here. If Dak Prescott is a serviceable quarterback. He's a franchise quarterback. And when I say franchise quarterback, that doesn't mean he is a Super Bowl potential winning quarterback. No, he's mature. He's grown up. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. But see, here's the thing. Dak Prescott's not going to lose you a lot of games. He's not going to win you a lot of games either, right? This is why you need a guy like Ezekiel Elliott, okay? When you have a guy like Dak see, this is why Tom Brady wins Super Bowls with guys named Deion Branch. Has anyone heard or seen from Deion Branch since he won the Super Bowl MVP back in Super Bowl 39? No, right? He won a Super Bowl with he won a Super Bowl with something called Danny Woodhead, Chris Hogan. Like, where the hell do they find these guys? Brady is great, right? Guys like Drew Brees is great. The greater the quarterback, the less you have to spend on your complementary pieces. Well, guess what? Dak Prescott is good. He's not great. He doesn't throw receivers open. He's not a game changer. For that reason, you need an Ezekiel Elliott to give Dak Prescott those opportunities. Dak Prescott doesn't open the door for Zeke Elliott. Zeke Elliott opens the door for Dak Prescott. That's how that goes. Now, when you get to these contract holdout situations, and I agree with you, see, both sides are correct. On one hand, you have Jerry Jones, who, by the way, even though I hate the Cowboys, he is absolutely my favorite owner of all time. I love Jerry Jones. But the team is correct because they want to stay under the cap. The goal for a team owner is to get as much from their players for the least amount possible. Okay, fine. The goal of the player is to make as much money in as little time as possible, especially for running backs, because the shelf, the wall is very close. I think it's 28 years old now. Both sides are correct. But at the end of the day, if Jerry Jones wants to win a Super Bowl, you've got to cut the check for Zeke Elliott. Because I'll tell you something. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they played chicken with Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell sat out last year. What happened to the Pittsburgh Steelers? They didn't make the playoffs, right?
Ain't shit.
And listen, and Ben Roethlisberger is great, but that's how good Le'Veon Bell is, right? You don't need a star running back to win the Super Bowl. You don't need a star receiver to win the Super Bowl. Randy Moss is probably one of the 3 greatest receivers of all time. Never won a Super Bowl. Terrell Owens, one of the 3 greatest receivers of all time. Never won a Super Bowl. You don't need Julio Jones is going to go down in history as one of the greatest. Never won a Super Bowl. Calvin. Don't get me wrong. It makes it a lot easier, right? But it ain't necessary. Jerry Rice being the lone exception. But what other Hall of Fame receivers do you know of who have won Super Bowls? I can name one off the top of my head. I'm sure there are more. Jerry Rice. It's the same thing with running backs. If you have a quarterback like Dak Prescott, who's not going to lose you a lot of games, but he's not going to win you a lot of games either, you need Ezekiel Elliott. If Dak Prescott were a guy like, say, Carson Wentz, minus the injuries, okay, now you can afford to say, okay, we're going to play chicken with you. This is exactly why, I'm going to tell you this. This is exactly why the San Diego Chargers aren't flinching on Melvin Gordon III. Melvin Gordon III is he's not Ezekiel Elliott, but guess what? Dak Prescott ain't Phillip Rivers, okay? That's the difference.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
And this is why this is why the Steelers play chicken and lost, but this is why the Steelers play chicken with Le'Veon Bell. They have Big Ben Roethlisberger, who has won 2 Super Bowls. This is why. The better the quarterback you have, the more leverage you have as a team when it comes to these running back holdouts.
Absolutely, and Donovan. And last comment, I'm going seriously.
Okay.
The thing about Jerry Jones, everybody knows Jerry Jones wants to go to the Super Bowl with the Cowboys. I don't know why he's playing the games. I get it because he's playing the dual role because he's the owner. I get it.
And the
Jerry,
GM.
come on, man. Just come check. No, go ahead.
No, listen. I totally agree. Jerry Jones, he wants a Super Bowl so bad because they tie all of his Super Bowls to Jimmy Johnson. And Jimmy Johnson, let's not make any bones about it. He's responsible for all 3 Super Bowl wins. He won Super Bowls 27 and 28. Jerry Jones either fired or Jimmy Johnson left because of the big egos. Then Barry Switzer comes in from Oklahoma and wins it with the Cowboys. Guess what? That was still Jimmy Johnson's team. Jerry Jones wants a Jerry Jones imprinted team to win the Super Bowl. I don't think that can happen. I love Jerry Jones. Very good owner, not so good GM.
Absolutely. Take care, Don. I'm jumping.
See in Vegas in the house. Appreciate you calling. I can never resist the sports talk. Can never ever resist the sports talk. You are listening to TSR, or you are listening to the TSR Q&A. I'm going to take a quick 1-minute break because I have to drain. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Woo! Oh man. Oh no, we still got guys. Man. All right. Ooh, man, oh man. I was about to piss my pants. All right, let me scroll back up. I think I saw Andrew Landerville. And thanks for waiting there. Andrew Landerville says, Donovan, I am 23 and I'm leaving for the Army at the end of the month for a top secret intel. I consider this the start of my new life. I'm tired of my old friends and old life. Am I wrong for leaving them behind? No. Nope, absolutely not. You're absolutely not wrong for leaving them behind. Extraordinaire says 7s you don't mind being seen with. 6s can still get you up, but you don't want to be seen with her. It depends. Devin's a 7. You know, I say this all the time. Devin is not a 10. She's not a 9. She's not an 8. She's a 7. She has the body of an 8, 8.5. Her face is a 6. 7 if it's 6.5 if she's made up. 7 if she's giving me head. 8 if she looks like she likes it. You know, this is how it goes. This is how it goes. Mr. Codboss says, I tried it years ago and I'm not interested. Not my thing. Talking about anal sex. It's not, listen, anal sex is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. 243 people watching, 56 likes. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Gorilla Mind Rush. Guys, I use Gorilla Mind Rush every day. It makes me absolutely super productive. I get more done on Gorilla Mind Rush than I do modafinil. Modafinil is a very powerful nootropic. They have compared modafinil to the Limitless pill, the Brad Cooper Limitless movie. By the way, Brad Cooper, noted Eagles fan. But I am more productive on Gorilla Mind Rush than I ever was on modafinil. So go to my affiliate link, www.donovansharpe.com//Gorilla Mind Rush. That is donovansharpe.com/Gorilla Mind Rush. Freelance Running is in the house. Appreciate that. Very good. Yeah, you guys are talking about this Super Mario thing. Hold on a second. I actually bought this. I finally bought this little Nintendo Entertainment System replica. It's a Nintendo and a couple of controllers. Comes with like 600 Nintendo games on it. Devin and I, we're going to fire this up. We're going to play some Super Mario, play some Excite Bike, hopefully some Super Spike V-Ball. So it's interesting that you talk about that. Yeah, I know. So Brucey says, Nintendo for life. Simon Benson says, Brie Larson wants to bang Chris Hemsworth. Everybody does. Lexington, however you pronounce that, says that accent is killer. I don't have it. That very, very bad accent. Salem on Re-Rock says, hey, Donovan, what Philadelphia high school did you go to? Jesus Christ. You guys cannot be you. Honestly, do you really expect me to tell you what high school I went to? No, I did not go to any Philadelphia high schools, number one. Number two, I went to 4 high schools in my life. Went to 3 high schools. I went to high school in Hawaii for my freshman and part of my sophomore year. The last part of my sophomore year and half of my junior year, I went to high school in Oklahoma. Last part of my senior year, or my junior year and senior year, high school in North Carolina. That's like guys asking me, Donovan, what's your real name? Charles Merchant is in the house. Good to see you in here. Very good. Shabazz says eventually she'll have a problem with it. At first, she's going to be cool with it, but in time, she'll start hating. That's exactly correct, Shabazz, if your value drops. Again, just because you require access to her phone doesn't mean you're going to check it all the time. Like I said, I check Devin's phone very, very infrequently, right? I only check it when I suspect something might be up. I look through it. It's all good. Everything's good. I'm not every day. Let me see your phone. No, dude, I don't have time for that. And neither do you. All this is a compliance test. When and if I ask to see your phone, are you going to let me see it? If the answer is yes, we can talk. If it's no, cool. We'll just keep it as a friends with benefits arrangement. But yeah, listen, she'll start hating Shabazz if your value drops. If you get fat, if you stop keeping her in line, if your value drops, yeah, she's going to start hating. But as long as you keep your value listen, Devin has no problem showing me her phone at all times. This is because I haven't allowed my value to drop, at least not far enough for it not to be worth it for her anymore. So yeah, eventually she will be. She's going to be cool with it at first, of course, but in time she'll start hating if your value drops. Keep your value up there. You know, nothing to worry about. So Brucey says, I don't think rich men should get married. What are your thoughts on this? Totally agree. Jimmy H says he is sipping on a Modelo and a frozen mug. Very good. Lucas Bay. Good stuff. That's right. Charles Merton says, I asked for my wife's. He has to see his wife's phone once in 8 years. Absolutely. Jared Orla says, Donovan, are you on Skype? Yes, but if you want Skype access to me, you must be a patron. Eric Extraordinaire says, how do you explain requirement of phone access? You don't. Unlock your phone and hand it to me right now. Why? Because I said so. That's why. Well, I'm not going to give it to you until you tell me why. Well, then I guess we can't be in a relationship then. Cool. You don't have to explain anything. And again, listen, this is actually nobody is Captain Red Pill 100% of the time. Nobody gets everything right all the time. Not even the great Donovan Sharpe, right? One of my weaknesses is that I explain things a little bit too much to Devin, right? Devin's not dumb. She's inquisitive. If I tell her to do something or if I ask her to do something, a lot of times she's like, well, why should I do X, Y, and Z? Every once in a while, I tend to explain things a little bit more than I should. When a simple because I said so suffices, because Devin trusts my judgment, because I've never led her astray, because the decisions that I have made for her have only led her in the right direction. Guess what? She's going to trust my judgment and she's going to do what I say. God works out, says I'm beginning to like this channel more and more. I appreciate that. Shabazz says, but also, I will add to that, Brady also has a core he can trust at all times. Julian Edelman is a big reason for this late Patriot success, and Gronk as well. Yeah, listen, man, Brady's great. Okay, so he has Julian Edelman, but guess what? He's won Super Bowls with nobody. Dude, Brady won 4 Super Bowls before he got Julian Edelman. Dude, I love guys. Dude, I'm not even a Patriots fan. I don't even care. Brady is great. And I love when guys, not to say that you're doing this, Shabazz, but I love when guys try to marginalize Brady's success. Well, the reason why he's won 6 Super Bowls is because of Bill Belichick. Newsflash, Bill Belichick was 5-11 with Drew Bledsoe the year before. 5-11 with Drew Bledsoe. 0-2 the next year, 2000. Bledsoe gets his clock cleaned by Mo Lewis. In comes number 12, the backup from Michigan by the name of Tom Brady. The rest is history. They didn't lose another game after that. So you guys can miss me with the, it's a system. No, the system, Brady is the system. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Legacy Robot says, yo, is this really live? Yes, it is really live. I'm live on the air all week. Lesha Cat, dude, enough with the all caps. Don't type in all caps. Let's be grown-ups here. Oh, Jimmy says, what you know about Contra and Castlevania? Bro, what you know? Dude, Contra was my game. Oh my God. Contra, Super Contra, and then for Super Nintendo, Contra 3, the Alien Wars. That game was crazy. Freelance Running says Tecmo Bowl and Tecmo World Wrestling. Hell yeah, Tecmo Bowl. Hashtag Bo Jackson. Dude, is Bo Jackson not the most unfair advantage in video game sports history? Like Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl, unfair. It's unfair. Oh, dude, Eric Extraordinaire says Lawrence Taylor. Right, Tecmo, exactly. If you use the New York Giants on Tecmo Bowl, you never ever you will always block the other team's extra point. I remember that much. Absolutely. Scott Graff says, what's the number? The number is www.patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Got to be a patron to get the call in number. Edward Alexander with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Says, Donovan, did you catch the Covington versus Lawler matchup this weekend? Who is your favorite current fighter? Anderson Silva is still a boss. No, I did not. I was in the Florida Keys and I was really drunk at the time of the fight. But I did not catch that fight. I wish I could have. My current favorite UFC fighter. Oh my God. Listen, Anderson Silva, he's the greatest of all time. Wow, who is my favorite UFC fighter? Jesus Christ, man. You have really stumped me on that one. Oh man, that is a very, very, I gotta say John Jones, man. Listen, John Jones could have been the greatest ever, but he cannot get out of his own way, man. Love John Jones. I do. Anderson Silva. Listen, Anderson Silva is the GOAT. He is the greatest fighter in the history of UFC. Trojan Magician with the $10 super chat asks, would you get paid $30,000 in a place where women love black men? Oh, wait a minute. Lost the question. He says, would you get paid $30,000 in a place where women love black men, or get paid $80,000 being in a place where women don't care much for black men? Dude, you better make that money, because I'm going to tell you something. If you're making $80,000, all of a sudden, other races of women are going to start to care a lot more, provided that you're on your game, okay? You're in good shape. You know how to handle women, Dude, never, ever, ever. Oh my God. Listen, Trojan Magician, this is going to be a lesson to you. Never, ever take a pay cut or make a major life decision because of a woman. Dude, never move to another city for a woman, right? Well, the reason why I moved here is because no. Do not do that. Absolutely not. Listen, has it been done successfully at times? Absolutely. But dude, if a woman asks you to uproot yourself to come and live with her, do not do it. If you want to live in a place and take a $50,000 pay cut just to have more opportunities with it, you kidding me? Hell no. Absolutely not. No. I would absolutely, dude, you better take that $80,000 and brush up on your game and start slaying them snow bunnies out here. I'm trying to tell you. All right, let's see here. Simon Benson says Brady was practically the last pick in the draft. Yeah, he was pick number 199, 199th pick in the draft. And he is still pissed off about it, guys. Still pissed off. James Martinez in the house, by the way, TSROG says, not a Patriots fan, but they are the best team and organization we have ever seen in professional sports. Guys, listen, James is 100% right. And James, oh, by the way, you and I, we got to talk. Text me. You got to hit me because I'm switching from HGH to GHRH. I can't get into it, but I'm starting a new growth hormone regimen tomorrow, and I could not be more excited. I'll probably do a podcast on it, but you and I need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. But yes, there is so much Patriots hate out there. Hey, Dev, can you get me a glass of water? There's so much Patriot hate out there. I hate Tom Brady. I hate Bill Belichick, and that's all well and good. But guys, you got to wake up and understand we're never going to see this again, ever. Listen, you guys have to enjoy it. What we are watching, we will never. Thank you. Thanks. What we are watching, we'll never see again. Tom Brady has played in 9 Super Bowls. Tom Brady has won 6. Tom Brady has more Super Bowl victories than most quarterbacks have playoff wins. Guys, listen, I know in the age of Twitter and Facebook, it's very easy. Oh, the Spygate and deflate. Get out of here with that. Aaron Rodgers messes with the balls deflation too. Right? No, man. Brady is great. Belichick is great. Those are the two common denominators. What we are watching, we will never, ever see again. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Scott Graff is a hater. Brady begged for his job. Kraft put him in at 5th string. Keep on with the hate, man. Keep on with the hate. Brady's going to continue to. He's got 5 rings, dude. He's got 5 rings, man. I mean, or he's got 6 rings. He gets the last laugh. You guys can hate all you want to, dude. Red Pill Mamba says it best. Even if you hate Tom Brady, you have to respect him. I don't hate Tom Brady, but dude, you can hate him all you want to. You know you respect him. Curtis Freeman says Super Contra changed the game, right? Dude, Contra 3, the Alien Wars, dude, for me, that was the best Contra. James Martinez says up, down, left, right, BA select start gives you 30 lives. You better believe it. And oh, by the way, if you guys ever played Mike Tyson's Punch Out, you guys know the code to Mike Tyson, right? 007-373-5963. I learned that in the 4th grade. I've never forgotten it. Yes, Bo Jackson was absolutely unstoppable on Tecmo Bowl. Mr. E1976, he says, I'm a beast with Duck Hunt. Oh, that's funny. Oh, boy. Scott Graff, I'm going to time you out. I'm going to time you out. That's like the 3rd or 4th time you've talked about the whole Brian Banks thing. Don't come in here talking about that kind of stuff, man. The Brian Banks story was very sad, but don't come in here talking. No. That's not what this is about. Don't do that. I don't like it. Harris 2820 just committed treason. Harris just said Streets of Rage over Double Dragon? Are you high? No. Streets of Rage was cool, but Double Dragon, dude, Let me calm down. You are incorrect, sir. Dude, Double Dragon was awesome, and then Double Dragon 2 came out. Oh my god, dude, don't get me started. Dude, I'm about to play all these games, man. Freelance Runner said John Jones is as talented as they come. He could have been the Ali of MMA. I totally agree. He pissed it all away, man. No problem, Trojan Magician. Appreciate that. Lucas Space says, are there any books or information on maxing your sex game apart from banging many girls? Thanks. If you become a patron, I think it's called like a red pill something kit. I would obviously the Rational Male, the Misandry Bubble, the manipulated man by Esther Villar. Actually, you know what you should do, Lucas? Follow Red Pill Books on Instagram. They've got great resource for finding out which books that you can use to tighten up your game in that regard. The Asian American Man Experience says, what did you think about Bette Midler saying that the African Americans standing in the background of the Trump rally were paid to be there? I'm going to time you out because I'm not going to talk politics in here unless I decide to. Don't bring the politics in here. The Brian Banks thing, don't do that, guys. Don't do that. I love you, Asian Man Experience. I'm not going to talk about Trump. If I'm going to talk about Trump, I'll say, hey, I'm going to talk about Trump. I'll have Miami J on. Not going to do it. The Man in Black says, where the white girls at? Freelance Running says the pink foots are where it's at. He's stupid as hell. Explosive Diarrhea says, my Jets will go 6-10. I don't know, man. I think the Jets could go 8-8. I mean, they've got Le'Veon Bell, right? Whoa, wait a minute. Wow. Lesha says, bye and unsubbed. Great job insulting the one smart computer nerd fan of yours who was warning about a possible hacker. Well, good riddance. Good riddance. I'm going to ban you from the channel. So you unsubbed. I don't know why people like to make it a big deal when they unsubscribe. Well, I'm going to unsub. This is like a girl telling a guy, well, I'm not going to call you anymore. I'm deleting your number. No, you care. That's why you told everybody. Good riddance. Get out of here. Don't need you. Matt Requelme says, hi, Donovan. Can you explain Dread Game? Dread Game, there are two kinds of dread. There is active dread and passive dread. And what Dread Game is letting a woman know either directly or indirectly that she is about to be or could be replaced sometime in the not too distant future, right? So if you're dating a girl, you're not exclusive, or if you're just dating a girl, if you guys are exclusive and she starts acting up and you go radio silent for a day or so, that is active Dread Game. You're not contacting her, you've gone dark, you're not responding to her texts. She's like, oh my God, where did he go? She is dreading having lost you, right? Passive dread is just being high value. Passive dread is when you look good, you've got your shit together, you're out with your girl, and other women hit on you. Other women stare you up and down. That is passive dread. So Dread Game is a woman feeling dread that your departure is imminent. Whether it is or not, doesn't really matter, but, we'll see. Yes, the Konami code is absolutely classic. Boy, Lesha Cat was really feeling some type of way to talk about insulting fans. Lesha Cat sounded like a woman. Right? You think that? Yeah. I think Lesha Cat was a woman. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but, it is what it is. Oh, Captain Skyhawk. I remember that game, dude. Oh, Bad Dudes. I remember that game, too. That's awesome. Dude, Castlevania. The best Castlevania game was on PlayStation. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That was excellent. Edward Alexander says, Brady is good, but he's no Peyton Manning. Are you kidding me with this? Like, are you serious with that? Like, you think Peyton Manning is better than Tom Brady? Right? Come on, man. Like, Peyton Manning won 2 Super Bowls, and in the last Super Bowl, he wasn't even the best player. He wasn't even the best quarterback on his own team. Come on, man. You guys are killing me. Devin Hughes says, where is a good place to learn game? You found it. DonovanSharpe.com, patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Oh, Jimmy D says Double Dragon was ish. No. Double Dragon for the yes. Double Dragon for the W. Double Dragon got a sequel. Bad Dudes did not. There you go. Movie Guy wants to know if Anal 101 episode is on Patreon. Patreon, absolutely. Grand Slam disagrees. Streets of Rage is better than Double Dragon. No, I'm a Double Dragon guy, man. Dude, Billy and Jimmy, hell yeah. Nathan Kenny wants to know if I have ever dated a Persian girl. Deb, would you bring me my nasal spray, please? Red Pill Mamba says, no, I have never dated a Persian girl. Red Pill Mamba says, as a Packers fan, for the love of God, let's get a Brady Rodgers Super Bowl. You know, we damn near had it. If the tight end, I forgot his name, from the Green Bay Packers had done his job and blocked his man instead of going for the football in the onside kick of the NFC Championship game a few years back. Totally agree. Oh, dude, Life Force. I love that game. Yes, the Konami code. Absolutely. Lucas Space says, Donovan, what is your favorite Red Pill Alpha movie or character? Oh, my God. Holy smokes. That is a very, very good question. I'm going to have to get back to you on that one. Johnny Bravo says, Final Fantasy. I'm absolutely a Final Fantasy nerd. I'm actually playing Final Fantasy Tactics on my iPad. Metal Gear, absolutely. Oh, we're going. Kelly 27187 says super chat question got skipped. Uh-oh, did I skip the super chat question? Oh, yes. Yes, Fat Messi. Oh, wow. Fat Messi 1019. That is absolutely a picture of Lionel Messi, who is fat. Holy smokes. Fat Messi 1019 says, by the way, Lionel Messi is not fat. And for those of you who do not know who Lionel Messi is, he is one of the greatest soccer players ever. He's the greatest soccer player on earth at this time. It's between him and Cristiano Ronaldo. I think Messi is probably better right now. Anyway, he asks, should you tell a woman she's not the only girl you're seeing? Do you recommend lying? No, you never tell a girl that she's not the only girl you're seeing, but your actions will convey that. I always say this, guys. Discovery trumps disclosure. You don't want to allow her to find out that you're sleeping with other women, but again, women know if you're a man in demand. Women know if you're sleeping with other women. If you're available on Friday nights but not Saturday nights, she knows you're sleeping with other women. But if you tell her that you're sleeping with other women, that's too try hard. And do you recommend lying? Now, my guess is that you're probably talking about lying. Like if you're only sleeping with one woman, do you lie to her and tell her that you're sleeping with more than one woman? No. You act in such a way that implies that you are sleeping with more than one woman. That's just game. That's not lying. This is just not being thirsty. This is not giving her all the validation. This is not being available at all the time. So yeah, don't tell a woman that she's not the only girl sleeping with. That comes off as try hard. She's probably not going to believe you because you had to tell her. And number two, I don't recommend lying. But if you act in such a way that implies to her that you could do with or without her, she's going to assume that you're sleeping with other women in the first place. And if she asks you, are you sleeping with other girls? Right? If she asks you this straight up, the answer to that is, okay, do you want me to tell you the truth or do you want me to lie to you? That's all you have to say, right? She's not, dude, that has never failed, right? Because you're not saying, yes, because then she'll think you're lying. She doesn't, she'll think you're trying too hard. Oh, well, I asked him. If she asks you the question, are you sleeping with other girls? She thinks she already knows you're probably sleeping with other girls. And when a woman asks you if you're sleeping with other girls, that's a shit test because she knows whether you are or not. If she asks you, she knows you are. She wants to know if you're going to tell her a lie, if you're going to tell her the truth. Are you sleeping with other girls? No, absolutely not. Please, if she asks you, she already knows. But if you say, listen, do you want me to lie to you or do you want me to tell you the truth? She'll be like, all right, nope, that's it. That's all I need to know. Good question by Fat Messy 1019. Shout out to Kelly, whoever, for alerting me of that missed super chat question. Appreciate that. I'm going to go for about 15 more minutes, guys. I'm going to take Devin out for a casual dinner. Oh, my God. CJ Mutter talks about the Game Genie. I never used the Game Genie. Never used the Game Genie. Oh, dude, of course we remember the codes. Eric, you kidding me? Final Fight was very good. Spirit of Justice says John Jones is still the GOAT. Okay, let's see here. Explosive Diarrhea says, I want to see Breeze versus Brady. Yeah. What is my favorite red pill? You know what? Honestly, probably any movie that Steve McQueen plays in. Any movie Steve McQueen plays in, I think. Yes, sports droppings. I did get your voicemail last week. Absolutely. Kamir says, do you like black women or white bunny? What? Stupid. Curtis Freeman says, Life Force is epic. Absolutely. Absolutely. Freelance Runner says, Bad Dudes is weak. Bad Dudes wasn't weak, but it wasn't Double Dragon. I'll tell you that right now. Double Dragon. Ninja Gaiden 2. Absolutely. Excite Bike was awesome. I love being able to design my own course. Absolutely. Scott Graff wants to know, has anyone ever TKO'd Tyson on Punch-Out? No, I've never TKO'd him. I beat him once by decision. That was it. I saw a weird question up here. Hang on a second. Darius says he wants to see Roger spank Brady one time in a Super Bowl. Oh, look at this. I just got an email from Lesha Cat. I love it when dudes do this, right? They hit me up in the submission forum. This is so funny. I love guys like this. He says, you dickhead, I used all caps to warn your dumbass. You gave away a security question answers on a live stream. If I don't hack you, the guy who asked or someone will. Seriously, I unsub before you could ban me. You moron. I can join your stream anytime I want to. I was Black Hat Hacker. So watch who the fuck you answer on da-da-da-da-da. I am never contacting you again or watching any of your cucky videos. I was watching to see your reply, moron. I bet Undead Chronic smashes her wifey. Good day. This guy's an idiot. This guy's an idiot. He says, I was about to use a referral link too, but GFY. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. I'm going to answer this. I'm going to reply to this email here. Dude, it's so funny, man. I get so many butthurt niggas. Who get their little feelings hurt. And then they want to hit me. Then they want to hit me in the email. What an idiot! All right, very, very good. All right, that's that. Okay, perfect. All right, we're about to draw this bad boy to a close. I'm going to be on for a few more minutes here. Igor Curtin says, what's going on with the censorship on YouTube? I don't know. YouTube seems to be, at least for the time being, allowing me to do what I want to do. As long as you stay within, if you don't swear too much and, you kind of, you watch your language, YouTube leaves you alone for the most part. So. Oh, damn, this thing keeps... Okay, there we are. I knew Kamir. All right. Kamir says, you don't like black girls? LOL. Oh, for crying out loud. Anytime anybody comes in here and asks me if I like black girls or white girls, I know they're a troll. You're either a black man or a black woman. See you later. Yeah, he does sound like a woman, dude. Come on, get out of here. He says, I could hack you anytime. All right, well, Lesha Cat, I invite you to hack my stream. If you want to join my stream, then join it. Go on. But see, what this idiot doesn't realize is that nobody can join my stream anymore because YouTube has done away with Google Hangouts. So by all means, Lesha Cat, do what you got to do. See, Lesha Cat is the equivalent of someone who says, I have a really big dick. Dude, if you got a big dick, you can just pull it out and we know you got a big dick, all right? If you're going to hack somebody, just do it. Don't talk about it. Look out of here. Yeah, I think Lesha Cat's a woman, so whatever. Sir Brucey said Lesha Cat is Bagel Boss confirmed. Absolutely. Yeah, he went full retard, man. Like, dude. Like I ban you on. Oh, and then he says, I unsaw before you could ban me. You didn't break up with me. I broke up with you. Oh, please. Give me a break. The hell out of here. Oh, by the way, while I'm thinking about it, the guy B. Scott. You guys remember the video I did a little while back entitled, Why Do Black People Always Expect Free Shit from Other Black People? That was about B. Scott. Well, B. Scott has actually contacted me. He's actually contacted me several times, right? And he's contacted me with other emails, but he thinks, and he's like, hey, Donovan, bro, I appreciate the content, blah, 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 but you come off as overly aggressive and it's going to cost you in the future. I knew it was him, but I didn't address him as him. I said, listen, dude, thanks for the input, but I'm not changing. I knew it was him, right? Knew it was him. I said, listen, I'm not changing. Have a good day. Didn't hear from him. Then I get another email that says, Donovan. He writes me this wall of text. It is literally the same diction as B. Scott. Totally name. He says, please give me your input. B. Scott, gentlemen, is not only is he trying to get me to remove this video, he is still trying to get a consultation for free. B. Scott is still trying to get something for nothing. So the guy wants to insult me, call me all kinds of names, and he said he put all sorts of comments on my videos. Newsflash, B. Scott, I don't read any of the comments on my videos ever. I don't read them at all. I stopped. When I allowed comments again, I don't read them. So whatever you've said about me, I don't care. As a matter of fact, I thank you for those comments. You want to know why? Because negative or positive, a comment is an engagement. So I appreciate the boost in algorithm, So B. Scott has contacted me several times. He contacted one of my staffers. He's like, please tell him to remove the video because I've removed all of the negative things I've said about you. Nigga, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not removing shit. You're not getting shit from me. Get out of... Yeah. Move on, man. I'm done with you. Like, yeah, that's it. Fuck out of here. These niggas are all the same. I can promise you Lesha Cat was either a black man or a black woman because other types of people just don't act like these people. The dude was so pissed off, he went to my website, and again, I appreciate the boost right there. Well, I could hack you anytime I want, dickhead. Fuck you, fucking incel. Go fuck yourself. He's an idiot. Gonna go for a few more minutes here. Bronze Bomber with the $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate that. Bronze Bomber says that's the guy that shoots girls in the face when she rejects him. Right, exactly. Badass 1G asks a very good question. He says, if I've always got 8, 9, or 10 girls, how am I going to be able to settle for a 7 just to keep a long-term relationship? I'm going to have a hard time downgrading. Well, if you're going to have a hard time downgrading Badass 1G, then you're going to have a hard time with a relationship. Bruh, I'm here to tell you, listen, 8s, 9s, and 10s are awesome. They look good. They're 8s, 9s, and 10s. We all want to be with them. And if they're good at sex, if they're good in bed, if they're not terrible in bed, that's an added bonus. But listen, Badass, you're going to have to understand, bruh, 8s, 9s, and 10s are community property. They belong to the game. They do not make good wives, girlfriends, or mothers. They just don't. There's too much dick thrown at them all the time. I tell guys this all the time. Okay, Devon's a 7. She has an 8, 8.5 body. She's a 6 in the face. If Devon were an 8, there is no way I could tame her for as long as I have. No way. Listen, I've got all the game in the world, right? And I've got all the discipline and this and that and the other. But dude, no amount of game is gonna civilize an 8, a 9, or a 10. 8s, 9s, and 10s. Number one, they have way too many options. They get dick thrown at them all the time. Number two, 8s, 9s, and 10s are useless because they've never had to be useful. Dude, 8s, 9s, and 10s are community property. Everybody's had a ride on them. Got to leave those girls alone. You better learn to downgrade, man. No problem, dude. Scott Graff says, I hit Tyson once. Yo, do you remember the very first time you fought Tyson and you're nervous as hell? He comes out and you're like, what's he going to do? Boom, he hit you with that uppercut and floors. You're like, oh shit, the one-hitter quitter. Man, I remember the first time Tyson hit me with that uppercut. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to win this? Kick my ass. Oh, here he goes. Lesha Cat says someone will eventually break your passwords if you keep answering questions like that on air. Lesha Cat is still watching. Actually, hold on a second. At Lesha Cat is still watching. He's still in here. Listen, let me just read this. He says someone will eventually break your passwords if you keep answering questions like that on air. I am saving your ass. Also, hacking is not only showing up on your screen. If the hacker is smart, they're invisible and take everything you got. Oh my God, dude. I am not saying I will hack you. I'm saying someone will if you keep answering security questions on air. I'm not answering any security questions on air, dude. Like, dude, Lesha Cat hasn't even watched the show. What security questions am I answering on the air? Nobody knows my real name. Nobody knows where the fuck I live. God, get out of here. Listen, your butt hurt, my friend. No one's going to. And guess what? If someone hacks my channel and takes on my channel, oh, well, I'll start another YouTube channel. Come on, man. This dude is really, really butthurt. Lesha Cat, go away. No girls allowed. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with this guy? Security questions on the air? What the hell is he talking about? All right. Badass, listen, I agree. Badass 1 says it's so hard to accept that and downgrade when you're used, YOU''RE, let's get it right. When you're used to getting the hottest girls in towns, I don't know if I can get hard for those girls. I don't know what to tell you, bruh. I really don't, man. I don't know what to tell you. He says, high school, you idiot. Bye. So let me get this straight. The fact that I said that I went to high school in Hawaii and Oklahoma and then North Carolina, how are they going to use that to hack my stuff? Dude, God, come on. Lesha, listen, seriously. Come on, leave me alone. Quit it. Leave me alone. He says high school, and Lesha is typing in all caps. Nothing says I am an idiot. Nothing says low IQ, booger-eating mouth breather lives in my mom's basement incel with a neck beard and Cheeto dust on my fingers like a man who types in all caps. Now I know he's a man because girls don't type in all caps. And he called me an idiot. Oh, my God. Lesha Gat, go away. I have a lot of guys. I had one guy on Facebook tell me, bro, you're wise and you got game, but you're a sellout. I have so many dudes, and it's always niggas. It's always black dudes. Like, I love you, you speak the truth, but you a sellout. I love you, but I hate you. Lesha Cat, B. Scott. They hate me. They hate the fact that I don't give a fuck about them. Fuck you and all this other kind of stuff. But y'all steady in, you guys are steady in my mentions. You're steady in my email. You're steady trying to hit me up. Yeah, dude, leave. Jesus Christ. Jaree says, I know a 7 who thinks she's a 10 because she's exotic, right? Get out of here. Freelance Ronan says the butt hurt is real. Absolutely. Darius Gary says he is on his, you know what? I think Leshakat is on his period. I think he's on his period. This guy's an idiot. Dude, how many high schools are in Hawaii? How many high schools are in Oklahoma? How many high schools are in North Carolina? Get out of here with that. Antonio Catan says with social media, 5, 6, and 7s have the ego of a 20-year-old of a 2010. Yeah, no, I agree. Ooh, JB84 says because they want the white girl but can't get one. Absolutely, man. Dude, black dudes who call white girls are a fetish. White girls aren't special, bruh. No, white girls are not special. Okay? And white girls aren't a fetish. They just happen to be attractive, more attractive than black women. Every race of women is more attractive than black women. But the reason why you want to call them a fetish, the reason why you say they aren't special is because you think they're special. Right? Sir Brucey says, these simps are beyond pathetic. And Spirit of Justice called me out. He's right. He says, Donovan, stop giving these trolls attention. I know. Listen, Spirit of Justice is right. You're right. I got to quit. I don't know. I kind of miss. That's what I miss about the old days. I reminisce about the old days an awful lot. Dude, I used to go toe to toe with these trolls. Oh my God. Lesha Cat just emailed me again. All right, Lesha, I didn't read it. Lesha Cat, I'm not reading anything. Go somewhere. Quit emailing me. Leave me alone. Jesus Christ. Actually, you know what? I'm going to auto forward this to my staffer. That way I don't have to read this. All right, Lesha Cat. Now you're going to deal with my staffer. I paid $5 an hour, or $5 an hour for in the Philippines. See you later. Darius Gary says they're my crazy exes. Might be. Johnny Bravo says, how about a 10 male with a 10 female? Will it work better? Wait, hold on a second. There we are. So Johnny Bravo says, how about a 10 male with a 10 female? Will it work better? If you're within the confines of a long-term committed relationship, 8s, 9s, and 10s make terrible wives and girlfriends, irregardless of your value. Dude, I'm telling you guys right now, hot guys, rich guys, celebrities, they get cheated on like everybody else, guys. Game trumps all. And no amount of game is going to turn an 8, a 9, or a 10 into an honest woman in this day and age. Not going to happen. Now, 8s, 9s, and 10s back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, well, yeah, right? But times have changed. It ain't the 1950s. Okay, the 1960s, this ain't the 1960s. Women are the same, but and I talked about this when I was on the boat. The medium has changed. The sexual marketplace has evolved. Okay?
90 seconds.
8s. Oh, you got a minute and a half. Get on, patrons. Minute and a half to call in. 8s, 9s, and 10s. Back in the day, it used to be able to make really super hot, attractive women. Honest women used to be able to commit to them. They used to make good wives and girlfriends and mothers. Not the case anymore. This is just all there is to it, man. This is all there is to it. Listen, you could be the highest value male ever. If you have a 10, dude, I'm telling you right now, you're asking for trouble. Because here's the thing. This is all there is to it, man. Josiah Torres says, I'm curious, why are black women the least attractive? Oh, God. Dude, just DonovanSharpe.com. I'm not answering that on the air. Get out of here. Okay. Anna Safi, goodbye. Jari says, black women are less attractive due to bad genes, short hair, and horrible attitudes. No, black women have superior genes. Female for female in terms of figure, body-wise, black women, number one. Listen, black women have the best bodies out there. They got the best curves. Curves, Jesus Christ. Black women have curves. They have big, perky boobs. They have shape. And, dude, I don't like the huge shelf booties. No. But black women have the provided they keep in shape, a black woman's body, second to none. They have the best body. So there are no bad genes. Also, black don't crack doesn't exist for a reason. Black women age very, very well. My mother is in her 60s, and she doesn't look a day over 45. Real talk. But it's the bad attitudes. It's the culture. Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, et cetera, et cetera. That's just how that is. Sir Bruce says, I don't think rich guys should get married. Yeah, I agree. KII says, if a woman that you don't know in a grocery store speaks to you, does that mean she wants to sleep with you? What if that woman... No, of course not. Just because a woman talks to you doesn't mean she's going to... Just because a woman gives you her phone number doesn't mean she wants to sleep with you. Enigma WPG with the $5... I think that's a $5 super chat, I think. He says, never seen Devin, heard her laugh, sounds nice, very feminine, ever woke up one morning simping to her and realized it by noon. Oh, no. Oh, no. I have never, ever simped around or to Devin. Ever. No, never, ever. That is one thing that I have never, ever done. Straight up. Jerry says, Jesus, man, I mean, most wear wigs because weave is too difficult. Dude, a man. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Explosive Diarrhea says, Puerto Rican girls peak fast at 15. They look 21. Damn. I didn't know that. Damn. All right, good stuff here. Darius says, if you want to know that you give her your number, period. Yeah, I mean, no, well, I don't want to get into the whole, do you give her your number? Do you take hers? I don't want to get in that. Badass 1G is, listen, he says, it kind of seems like a funner life to rotate 8, 9s, 10s than to settle with a 7. Yeah, man, maybe. I mean, listen, does this mean that an 8, a 9, or a 10 is guaranteed not to make a good wife or mother? No, of course not. Every once in a while, you will have the outlier, but they're called outliers for a reason. Don't expect an 8, a 9, or a 10. Hang on a second. Do not expect an 8, a 9, or a 10 to be a good wife. AA XX asks a very good question. What about a 7 who used to be a 9? I don't know. That's a good question. What if a woman who's a 7 who used to be a 10, would she make a good wife and mother? I don't know. I can't really give a definitive answer, but I'm going to lean towards no, because 10's never real. 10, listen, hot girls. Oh my God. Hot girls are always the last to know they've hit the wall. So she might be a 7, but she doesn't realize she's a 10. Might be a 7, but she doesn't realize she's a 7. She's a 7 who acts like a 10. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, it is time for, listen, looks like Devin and I are going to do a little bit of a late dinner, and everything is going to be, let's see here. I don't have anything else here. Nope. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, guys. All right. That's enough. That's enough questions about 8s, 9s, and 10s. My thanks to all of my super chatters. Actually, you know what? Now I am forced to use this new software they have, so I can't find the super chat. Okay, all of my super chatters, I appreciate it. I'm going to find out how to do just like the super chatter, the super chat only. But the ones that I can see now, Fat Messy 1019, I appreciate your $5 super chat. The Bronze Bomber, appreciate it. Enigma, appreciate the $5 super chat. Enigma WPG with another $5, $2. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good stuff. Oh my goodness. Man, my voice is hoarse, dude. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. I will be back on the air tomorrow at noon Eastern. I've got great shows lined up for the week. You guys definitely do not want to miss it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.